When you look at a capybara, you see a master of peace, but they are secretly judging you before you even step close. Over thousands of years in the wild, they developed a unique survival test, a psychological scan for human intentions. They don't look at your size, and they don't care if you have food. They listen to something much deeper, your heartbeat rhythm. Science proves capybaras read micro-vibrations in the ground. They feel your anxiety long before you even realize it yourself. If you walk in stressed, their ears twitch in a specific pattern, a silent alarm to their group to keep a safe distance. But if you pass their subconscious energy test, something incredible happens. They display the ultimate sign of trust. Most tourists mistake this behavior for simple laziness, but it is actually a precise, conscious choice of safety. Before we reveal the exact body language sign to watch for, hit like and subscribe to decode more animal secrets. To truly understand how this trust works, we must look closely at their natural habitat, where capybaras constantly scan the environment for subtle shifts in predator behavior. When a human approaches, their brain processes your walking pace and posture, comparing it immediately to the stalking movements of dangerous predators. If your steps are erratic or hurried, their internal threat matrix triggers a high alert status, causing them to freeze completely and lock eyes with you. This intense eye contact is not a friendly greeting. It is a tactical assessment, a silent calculation to determine if you represent an immediate physical danger. Neuroscientists studying animal behavior recently discovered that capybaras possess an incredibly enlarged brain region dedicated entirely to processing social cues and emotional safety. This unique evolutionary trait explains why they can form deep, peaceful bonds with almost any animal species, from stray birds to massive, predatory caimans. They act as nature's ultimate emotional mirror, reflecting the exact state of calm or tension of whoever stands directly in front of them. But the true secret lies in their scent glands, which secrete specific chemicals that can actually lower the stress levels of animals around them. This chemical communication acts as a silent biological bridge, instantly dropping the guard of nearby creatures and establishing the capybara's role as a peaceful sanctuary. When you approach a wild herd, pay close attention to the dominant alpha, who will slightly tilt their snout upward to capture your unique scent profile from the wind. This subtle snout lift is the exact moment the collective choice is made, dictating whether the group remains resting or prepares to slide quietly into the safety of water. If the alpha detects even a hint of erratic adrenaline in your scent, they emit a low-frequency click, a sound completely undetectable to humans but alarming to the herd. However, if your chemistry signals a state of genuine calm, the alpha relaxes their posture completely, signaling to the entire group that you are a safe, welcome presence. Once this silent permission is granted, individual capybaras will begin to close the physical gap between you, moving with slow, deliberate, and fearless confidence. They might even choose to sit within arm's reach, a rare behavior that many mistake for mere indifference, but is actually an explicit demonstration of profound evolutionary trust. Understanding these hidden layers of communication transforms a simple animal encounter into a powerful masterclass in interspecies respect, emotional intelligence, and natural harmony. But what happens when that trust is broken? A single sudden movement can shatter hours of peaceful synchronization, sending the entire herd into a chaotic, splashing retreat. They dive into the murky depths, using their webbed feet to vanish beneath the surface in a matter of seconds. Underwater, they can hold their breath for up to 5 minutes, patiently waiting for the perceived danger to pass. This dual-nature survival strategy, perfect calm on land, instant escape in water, is what makes them the ultimate survivors of the Amazon. For generations, indigenous tribes observed this balance, viewing the capybara as a sacred symbol of emotional control and community wisdom. Modern researchers are now confirming these ancient beliefs through advanced tracking technology and non-invasive biological monitoring. They discovered that a capybara's heart rate syncs directly with the members of its immediate family group. When one animal calms down, the entire herd's cardiovascular system follows suit within a brief 3-minute window. This phenomenon, known as emotional contagion, is exceptionally rare outside of highly developed primate societies. When you approach a wild herd, pay close attention to the dominant alpha, who will slightly tilt their snout upward to capture your unique scent profile from the wind. This subtle snout lift is the exact moment the collective choice is made, dictating whether the group remains resting or prepares to slide quietly into the safety of water. If the alpha detects even a hint of erratic adrenaline in your scent, they emit a low-frequency click, a sound completely undetectable to humans but alarming to the herd. However, if your chemistry signals a state of genuine calm, The alpha relaxes their posture completely, signaling to the entire group that you are a safe, welcome presence. Once this silent permission is granted, individual capybaras will begin to close the physical gap between you, moving with slow, deliberate, and fearless confidence. This soft, purr-like clicking sound indicates that their nervous system has completely shifted out of survival mode and into a state of deep restoration. When a herd begins to purr around a human, it creates a feedback loop of relaxation that can actually be felt by everyone present. It is nature's ultimate validation, proof that true strength lies not in aggression, but in the radical power of absolute calm. This exceptional capacity for emotional regulation has caught the attention of modern psychologists, who are now looking at capybaras as potential models for understanding stress reduction in complex environments. Unlike humans, who often carry psychological tension for days, these creatures can transition from absolute peak panic to total neurological rest in less than 60 seconds. This rapid recovery rate is a biological marvel, governed by a highly optimized parasympathetic nervous system that shuts down cortisol production the moment the threat disappears. When we sit near them and slow our own breathing, our brains naturally begin to mimic this state of deep recovery, a process known as neural coupling. It is a rare, ancient form of cross-species therapy that requires no words, only presence, patience, and a willingness to let go of our modern, fast-paced anxieties. As you sit by the water's edge, watching the ripples disappear into the sunset, you begin to realize that the capybara is not just surviving the wild, it is teaching the world how to live in it. Their existence is a quiet reminder that peace is not the absence of danger, but the presence of total internal control. By learning to read their silent signs, we unlock a deeper appreciation for the complex, unspoken languages of the natural world that humans have long forgotten. This deep, unshakable serenity isn't just an accident of nature, it is a finely tuned evolutionary shield that protects their entire lineage. Throughout the dense South American wetlands, predators like jaguars and anacondas rely heavily on the panic responses of their prey to initiate a successful hunt. By mastering the art of absolute stillness, capybaras effectively disrupt the predatory instinct, rendering themselves nearly invisible in plain sight. This mental fortitude is passed down through generations, with mothers teaching their pups how to control their heart rates from the very first weeks of life. When you observe a young capybara mimic its mother's serene posture, you are witnessing an ancient, unbroken chain of behavioral wisdom. It challenges our traditional understanding of wildlife survival, proving that gentleness can be just as effective as sharp claws or incredible speed. In our modern, hyper-connected human societies, we have lost the ability to down-regulate our systems so efficiently, keeping our bodies in a permanent state of low-level alarm. Spending time in the intentional presence of these peaceful giants acts as a profound neurological recalibration for the human mind. It forces us to slow down our frantic movements, lower our voices, and match the ancient steady rhythm of the natural earth. This rare phenomenon of physiological synchronization shows us that we are not separate from nature, but deeply wired to respond to its subtle signals. As the twilight deepens over the quiet riverbank, the true lesson of the capybara becomes unmistakably clear to those who choose to listen. True power does not belong to the loudest or the most aggressive creature in the forest, but to the one capable of maintaining perfect inner peace amidst total chaos. So the next time you encounter one of these gentle giants, do not just take a quick photo and walk away. Sit quietly, align your breath with theirs, and listen closely to the silent conversation happening right beneath the surface. You might just walk away with a piece of their ancient, unbreakable tranquility, a gift from the wild to help you navigate your own complex world.